Hey, so I was asked, how come I started comedy at the age of 48? Um, well, comedy is something that I always enjoyed watching and doing. I used to tell jokes a lot when I was a kid, but I really, people say, oh, you should get into comedy and stuff like that, but I really didn't know how. So, um, now my children are older and they pretty much all grown up and they going their separate ways. It's just me and my wife now. Um, I started doing some research on how to get into stand-up comedy. So I found out that you do open mics. So I went to my first open mic with my daughter. Well, both of my daughters. I took them all both with me to Jersey, and I tried out my first open mic. And I think the main thing is just getting over the fear of getting in front of people and talking in front of people. So what happened was I was there, I was excited, I had my jokes together, and I was like, nah, I ain't getting up there, I'm just gonna watch. And my oldest daughter, Jasmine, she says, no, Dad, we drove all the way down here, we got us something to eat, um, just get up there, just try it and see how it feels to be up on stage. So I watched other people prior to me, seeing them what they were doing, and someone was pretty funny, someone wasn't too funny, but I just realized that they just went up there and just did it anyway, just tried their best. So I said I'll do the same thing. So I got up there and tried it, and it was really scary. Like when I first got up there, like I was telling some of my jokes. I was talking kind of fast, not really pausing, giving people a chance to laugh when they did like jokes. I had a couple of good ones in there, and then it was certain parts when I was talking, it was just so quiet. I got nervous, and I started like kind of spazzing out a little bit, like keep on breathing kind of hard, looking kind of a little nervous or whatever. And then what ended up happening was I kept on going, and I said, well, this is my first time up here, and they kind of cheered me on a little bit, and um, then I started talking about my daughters a little bit, and start talking about church and stuff like that, and getting a couple laughs off of that, and I had closed it out. So I'm really glad that I started. Then I went a second time, and then after that, I got a little bit nervous and scared again, and I didn't do it for almost a year. But this year, I think it was more because of my job. I was just really exhausted and didn't have time to get to the open mics. So I got me a different job now, better job now, where I get home a little earlier so I can take a little nap before the open mics, because usually open mics are like later in the evening. So now I just take a nap, and then my dad likes to go with me now. So me and my dad, we both go to different open mics during the week and just practice our jokes. So, but once you get used to it, it's really not too bad. It's just you're just getting up telling jokes, especially open mics, because at open mics, most of the people there are comics also who are trying out their jokes. So it's not really that bad, you know what I'm saying? And as you go more and more, you start seeing who the local comics is, or people trying to be comics. And one thing I can say about open mics is you're gonna have some good nights, you're gonna have some bad nights. Some nights it's like everybody's just really feeling you, and other mics it's just the energy is kind of low anyway. So no matter what, I say just get up there, get your rep in for, that's what he said, get your reps in. Try to go like at least once a week, once or twice a week. That's why I say that, especially in the beginning. And then sometimes you get excited. Like at one point I was getting excited. I was doing like 3 open mics a week. Now I'm about around 2. I go every Tuesday and Thursday now. But there's another open mic I like that's about to open back up, so I might be going back to 3. But I think the main thing is just getting your reps in, getting used to talking in front of people, getting used to telling your jokes, and they'll get better and better and better because you get to learn how to not, like a lot of times you talk so fast, you'll talk over the claps and the laughter. You gotta pause, let them get their laugh, then you come back in. You know what I mean? So these are the things that you learn as you on the stage. So that's why I started, because I always wanted to do it, and I finally learned how. All right, that's all I have for today. All right, peace.